All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to today's AMA session. Um, not that many participants as last time, but we're recording the call and put it online afterwards so everyone can uh, get a chance to see, to watch the video and get an update on the development side. As announced, so this AMA will be around the current development. So I think it was a while when we published the last update. So today we put everything together in a blog post, and I would like to walk you through and also use this opportunity to share the screen and also show you the new stuff in the app, as well as some of the designs that we're developing. All right, then let's and at the end, I will address some of the questions that were posted in the AMA channel. So if you have any questions, just post them there, and I'll try to answer them at the end of the call. All right, great. Then let me share my screen, and I'll give you an update on the development side. So maybe some of you have seen it. We have just today published the development update, highlighting all the things that are going on the DIVA project side. And yeah, I'll probably just go chronologically, starting with the app, and then moving to the smart contracts testnet update, and yeah, everything that is important for you to know. All right, on the app side, maybe some of you have noticed we are trying to make the app more mobile friendly. So it was initially developed for desktop, but we noticed a lot of users are actually using mobile. So we are now actively developing the existing components to be mobile friendly. So one of these new things that we released is the card view. I can show you in the app. So currently, if you're on the markets page, which shows you like a list of products that you can buy or sell, you can now also switch here in the top right corner to the cards view, and it will basically present the same information in a more condensed format. So it was designed for mobile, but you can still also obviously view it on how do I say, on a desktop. So I mean, it's not final yet. Though there's still some fine tuning to be done, as you see here. But I think this is I think a pretty cool feature, and also a very compact way to present the product that you can buy or sell. Exactly, and you can always switch back and forth here. Then what else? On the trading page, we have done a bigger update, and that is part of the overall redesign that we are currently doing. So I quickly show you what we have done this time and where we are heading in terms of design. So if you have checked out the app over the last couple of weeks, you might have noticed that there was a chart here at the right, and also some statistics here at the bottom, right? And a lot of information at the top. So we basically try to condense as much as possible in the chart. So for instance, you see the current value and also parameters that govern the shape of the payoff curve, like floor, cap, the gradient and inflection. We don't even mention by name anymore, we just highlight them like visually, right? Everything is now baked into the chart and just kind of like makes it a little bit easier to read. So what you have now is here you have the header, some key information about the products, like what type of payoff it is, when does it expire, who is reporting the final value, how much collateral is in the pool, and then you have the payout. Basically, see here. So the product that you're buying or selling is actually now in one single place and not spread across the page. And to give you a little bit an idea where we are heading, so this is just an interim step. So this is not the final design. So the final design will look more like that. So you see also the chart very prominent in the middle, but also and the information that you currently see here, right? It's just here. So we are very close actually to where we want to go. I think some bigger changes that we expect is on the order widget. So you see it looks a little bit different than it looks now. I would say it's a little bit lighter, and what you also notice is we basically got rid of terminology like market fill or limit order. So in order to make it very easy to use for the average user who might get confused by this terminology. So by default, you can fill existing orders from the order book, right? So the price is kind of like implied by the orders in the order book. Create a limit order, basically set your own price at which you want to buy or sell. You would check the box here, and then you can modify the price. So these are some changes that we are currently working on, and also on the order book side, we plan quite a bit of a redesign. Yeah, just making it
you're calling about?
read and
Yes.
use. Sorry, can you go mute?
Okay. Give me a few seconds to review your account.
Thank you. Sorry, can you go mute, please? Someone is not on mute.
Mike, your mic is on, man.
Or can I put everyone on mute somehow?
You got it.
Okay.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry.
No worries, no worries. All good, all good. Yeah, exactly. So
You're
that's
doing great.
Yeah, so that's what you can expect over the next coming weeks in terms of design changes. So we are not far away, and yeah, I'm particularly excited about this trading page because I feel it's like a big improvement to what we currently have. Yeah, what else? Yeah, the filters you might have seen, they're not yet released, so we are about to release them, but you see here, so the current filters, they look like that. I mean, not super nice, right? And not really fitting into the overall design. So this is now changed. So you have these buttons, and you can, yeah, these drop downs basically, and you can filter for specific underlyings, and yeah, just improving the user experience a lot. Also on the dashboard side, we applied the same filters, and also like only show the ones that are relevant for that specific tab. So we are very close to releasing that part, and yeah, I think this looks really, really nice. What else? That was the filters that are about to be released. So yeah, mobile responsiveness in general. So maybe some of you have noticed the create process is now optimized for mobile, or it's better than it was before. So if you see here, if you simulate a mobile screen, sorry about that. So here you see here it's like much nicer than it was before, and also on the testnet tasks page. Let me refresh that. So, one sec. It's also more mobile friendly. I mean, it's probably not perfect yet, but definitely better than what we had before. And we are also actively working on making all the other parts mobile friendly. So I can also give you like a little bit of an insight how the app flow will be on mobile. One sec. So it's loading. All right. So yeah, here the markets page with the cart view by default. Then you have the filters here, right, instead of the buttons. So we will have to kind of like design this whole filter part for mobile specifically, but I think it looks really great and intuitive. So on the dashboard side, here we got inspired by the Binance app a bit. So this is currently in development actually, and I think probably another week or so, and then this will also be released. So yeah, I think great job by our by our designer, and yeah, also very much looking forward to that part. And yeah, I mean the crate I've shown you already, that is implemented, and the testnet part is also implemented. So yeah, overall I think development on the app side is going really well. So yeah. What else is in progress? There is a create offer flow that we're currently developing. So to give you a little bit of background, so right now, if you create a pool, or in the DIVA app, if you go, let me switch back here. Right, so you deposit the full amount, and then you get both sides returned. Right, so you basically have to do an on-chain transaction in order to create these products. But now the problem is you don't know whether someone will basically take the other side of the contract or not. So there is a risk that you may not find the counterparty. So what you will have to do is you have to remove liquidity, which is another on-chain transaction, which costs gas and fees, blah blah blah. So we are currently developing a second way to create these orders. Basically, how this will work is that a user, and this is also described here, a user will no longer have to create a derivative product on-chain, but he can create a signed off-chain commitment to take either the long or the short side and share this signed signature. It's kind of like a JSON object via any off-chain communication channel. So I could say, okay, I want to be protected against the DeFi hack. I sign this object and I send it, say, via Twitter, for instance, right? And then everyone can pick it up, go into the DIVA app, and basically trigger an on-chain transaction where he would basically become my counterparty. I think that's a super powerful feature. So it's gas efficient. It's also much more flexible because you know, as a creator, you no longer need to deposit the full collateral up front and then hope to get part of it back by selling one side. But now you can basically state in the offer, okay, I want to contribute 8 and you have to contribute 2, right? And yeah, basically with that, you kind of like integrate the trading step that is currently necessary to kind of like get exposure to one of the sides into the create process. And yeah, it's very powerful. It required a couple of changes on the, or implementations of new features on the smart contract side, which we're mostly done. So this part is already kind of like being implemented, and we hope to release it, I don't know, maybe in 2-3 weeks, I think, realistically. And yeah, exactly. And just as a heads up, so this is some new functionality that we will also want to test. And we can already announce now that there will be a follow-on incentivized testnet where we will test additional features. So this create offer flow is just one of them. And another feature I will announce later. Yeah, and something else that is currently in development, not the highest priority right now, are these rates. So basically the best bid and ask prices, which should be displayed here. I mean, we're currently developing an efficient way to query the data, because right now it would be highly inefficient and we would just trigger too many API requests. That's why we kind of like take some time to come up with a robust and efficient solution before we start displaying this information. Yeah, on the smart contract side, as I said, like regarding the create offer, so there were some features that we had to implement to make it possible. So it's known as EAP 712 that we are leveraging here to create these signed commitments to enter into a derivative contract. And this is also the same technology that ZeroX is using, which we are also implementing in the app. So you sign an intent to trade, and then basically it only becomes an on-chain transaction if there is a counterparty. Yeah, so like for us, security is important, and with any addition of a feature into smart contract, we have to make sure that it doesn't break anything else, and the new feature is bug-free. So we are actually preparing for another round of audit to ensure that this new functionality is bug-free and secure. And what we're also considering or planning to do is to run an incentivized code review program where we will invite Solidity developers to review the code, maybe prepare a write-up or a blog post with their observations, and in return reward them with a claim on the future DIVA token. And I think that will also help to raise awareness about what we are building here in developer circles, and also foster adoption of the protocol when it's launched on mainnet. So these are the developments on the app and the smart contract side. So few updates on the testnet. So we started testnet in June, so it's running until end of September. I think so far it has been a huge success. So thanks for everyone who has participated and will participate in the future. Yeah, we grew our Discord community from 800 to 15,000 members. I mean, like I would have never expected to see such growth within such a short period of time. And yeah, it really helped us to find a lot of bugs, fix them, and as of today, I have the feeling that the app is really stable, like no bigger issues. I mean, on the trading functionality, I will spend a few words in a sec, but yeah, overall, I think the app is running well, and yeah, we hope this will remain the case when we add the new functionality. And yeah, then one other topic, some members have already asked in the Discord, and I think it's important to be transparent about the token rewards for testnet participants. So just to basically recall this testnet phase that we're having, we have reserved 1% or 1 million tokens of the total DIVA token supply, and which we allocate to all testnet participants pro rata to the points they have collected. And as it stands today, right now, everyone who has completed all tasks would be eligible for around 200 DIVA tokens, which is like, it doesn't sound much, roughly $20 at a 10 million project valuation, right? But I mean, you can also run the numbers for different project valuations, and yeah, so I think it's still okay. Obviously, The more testnet participants, the more you get diluted. However, we want to highlight that the participation in the testnet and also the completion of all tasks will be beneficial for all future reward rounds and initiatives. So just don't pay too much attention on that number, and if you have the feeling it's too low, I think just do the tasks, and I think yeah, we do our best to reward everyone who was involved and who helped to basically bootstrap the app accordingly. And yeah, just to give you a little bit of an idea how you can calculate this 210 DIVA tokens. So we have so total points collected. So we have around more than 10,000 addresses that have interacted with the app, that have tried to complete the tasks. So 2,300 of them have completed all the tasks. And as of today, more than 20 million points have been collected. So basically you can now calculate 1 million points, or you can calculate the reward per point that you collect, right? So 1 million divided by 21.3 million. And then if you multiply it by 4,500, that's how much you get. If you complete all the tasks, you get at around 210 DIVA tokens. And yeah, as I said, it's not the last opportunity to earn DIVA tokens. We have the quiz ongoing where you can easily get 100 DIVA tokens for answering one question, and we already have like 37 community members on the list, and we will continue those quizzes as well. And as I said, there will be more opportunities to get rewarded. So just stay with us and you won't regret. All right. Yeah, on the testnet side, maybe one bigger topic was the migration from Robson to Gurley, and you've seen the announcement on Twitter that we have migrated from Robson to Gurley, but with some limited functionality. So background is a little bit like Robson was an Ethereum testnet, and the community has decided to discontinue that and basically move on to Gurley as the new testnet. So, and the app, the DIVA app, is using multiple protocols under the hood. So it's using the DIVA protocol to create and settle derivative assets. It's using Graph protocol to basically capture the data that is emitted by the transactions that users do via the app and display it in the app. And then we're also using another protocol, 0x protocol, to exchange the derivative assets. So like excluding the Oracle part where we are using another protocol, we're basically using like free protocols, right? And yeah, it was just that Graph protocol decided to no longer support Robson. So basically everything that you did via the app was no longer logged and stored in the database. So we had to basically migrate all the parts of the app to Gurley. And yeah, I mean, we were prepared for that, right? It was known information that we will be moving, or Robson will be discontinued. So we did all the preparations, or most of the preparations on our side. However, one piece of infrastructure, which is the 0x API server, which is maintained by the 0x team and responsible for hosting the signed order. So basically when you create an order, it basically creates this signed object, which is sent to their server. And then when someone comes and wants to trade something, they would basically see the relevant orders being displayed in the order book. So that's kind of like the component where we were relying on the 0x team to run. And yeah, unfortunately, they moved to Gurley, but they didn't activate all the functionality that we need. And which basically, resulted in users no longer being able to trade and complete the trade-related tasks. So we're still in a state where this is not working. We are actively working on, we're now trying to spin up the server ourselves, and that way also become a little bit more independent and flexible in the future. I think it will probably take another week or so until everything is up and running, but I'm confident that this will work soon and people can finish the 4 trade-related tasks. Just to highlight, it's only 4 out of 15 tasks that are affected that users cannot complete right now, and all the other, the remaining 11 tasks are linked to the DIVA protocol directly, so they involve the creation and settlement of derivative products and are completely independent of any other protocol. So we kind of like control that part, and that's why there are no issues on that part. So yeah, we keep you updated as soon as we made progress, and you can resume the testnet. Then there were also some questions regarding the existing progress on Robson. So some users have already started completing the task on Robson. Then there was the migration, right? They didn't finish, and then the girly came. So just to highlight, and we highlighted also in the Discord, you don't need to repeat all the tasks again. So right now it's currently not displayed in the app. Like your Robson progress is currently not displayed in the app. We're working on that to enable that, but you don't have to complete all the tasks again. So if you still remember which ones were missing, just complete those on Girly, and we try to make the Robson progress also visible by next week, and just to help you to remember which ones are still open. And so that's on the testnet side. What else? The DIVA, we're working on the new DIVA website. So right now it's more like a landing page, very, very simple, right? Not too much information about what DIVA protocol is, so people have to dig into the docs in order to find out. So we want to change that. So we are currently designing a new web page with more information. So stay tuned on that one. The quiz, I briefly mentioned it before. So end of July, we started doing this weekly quiz, and it was, I think, going really well. A lot of participants, especially with the super quiz rounds, a lot of community members had a chance to win additional DIVA tokens. And so we will continue that because of the it was a little bit interrupted by the migration issues that we faced, but we plan to continue that quiz, and with the goal to build an informed and knowledgeable community. And in case you have missed that, there's also in the documentation you find all the questions that we have been asking. We didn't put the answers yet. It was a conscious decision. So if you if you want to kind of like try it out yourself, I think that's the best way to learn. We may decide at some point to also publish the solutions, but for now, I mean, you can still go into the Discord and try to find the answer. It's a little bit of a pain, but or just ask in the general channel. We're happy to help.
Hello.
No?
Hello.
Yeah.
Sir, can I ask some questions?
Of course.
Yeah. So actually, the testnet, starting from the beginning, I have completed all the tasks, even participated in the quiz also. But right now, I just check it, the DIVA app testnet. still all the tasks still open.
Yeah,
It shows
yeah, yeah.
open. Yeah. So I would like to ask you, sir, why it's open? It is renew. I have to complete
No, you don't.
new task.
No, you don't have to complete. That's what I was just explaining like 3 minutes ago. So because we're now connected to Gurley, everything is on Gurley, so it now pulls the information from Gurley, right? And we are currently
Okay.
working on your progress is saved, so you don't need to worry. It will be reflected here. We just need to implement that feature. It just takes a little bit of development to do that. Um, but
Yeah.
yeah, so once this is done, we will make an announcement and then it will be visible here. So don't worry, your progress is saved. You don't need
Okay.
to read
No problem.
it.
I hope it will flourish.
Yeah, exactly. It's also here if you want to read about it again. It's also in the development update. Here, this testnet progress
Yeah. I
alerts.
just check it out.
Yeah,
It was good.
yeah.
It was good. There's a lots of development have been made. Even you have started a new app, mobile app. I will definitely I will check it out.
Yeah. Well, it's not a new mobile app. It's the same app. It's just like if you watch view it on mobile, it will just present the information in a nicer way and
But
not
sir,
just
uh, uh, but sir, I would like to ask you one more
yes,
question.
of course.
As you have launched the mobile app, the app has have a huge consuming data. I mean, every Android mobile can use that app, or a specific required to use that app, like some motherboard or some RAM is required.
No, I mean it's not like a Android or iOS native app. It's just a website, right? It's just a
Okay.
website. So you're opening a website, so there are no specific
Oh,
requirements on running that
okay.
the app. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
All right.
Thank
You're
you.
welcome. Thank you for the question. Yeah, and then on the Teleoracle integration, so as some of you may know, we are closely working with the Teller team to integrate the Teller protocol as the first decentralized Oracle solution into DIVA protocol. And yeah, we're quite advanced there. So the smart contracts are considered done. So we basically had to build a connector smart contract that connects DIVA protocol and the Teller protocol. So this is done. We are now preparing. We also plan to submit it for the audit so that the auditors can basically have a full view of the system that we're envisaging. And we are also currently testing the reporting software that's the Teller team is helping us to build and that we also built within our team. And yeah, also the testing of the Teller integration will be part of the second phase of the incentivized testnet. So expect a few more updates there. Um, yeah, but I think you can already imagine how this will look like. It will probably be like create a pool where you select Teller as the data provider. And yeah, this will just help us to stress test the whole system and find any issues that we might have overlooked so far. So yeah, just as an outlook for you guys. All right, and then last but not least, the pharma insurance topic. Not sure, maybe some of you have read the article that we published on pharma insurance and how DIVA protocol can help unlock affordable insurance for farmers. So this article has gained yeah, some traction. So basically, sparked some excitement with some organizations in Africa that we're currently in touch. And yeah, we're currently exploring to launch a small pilot program with a set of farmers and test that out. I mean, it's a super exciting development, and I think will, if it works, will also demonstrate to the world that there's more value that crypto can provide than just speculation, right? So we actually want to show there are real use cases that can really benefit the world. And yeah, so as soon as there are developments, we will we will keep you posted. Yeah, that's it from my side. I'll take a look in the AMA questions channel. Or does anyone have a question? No question. All right, there have been a couple of questions in the AMA call question channel, which I'm going to address. What audit company will DIVA use to audit? So we used PackShield in the first round. We still have to see for the second round. It's not yet decided. Um, and yeah, we are aware that the safety is very important, and this is also important for us. And yeah, as mentioned before, we're also planning to invite Solidity developers to give us independent reviews and feedback. Yeah, to help basically protect the assets of the users. Any reward for Q&A? Not sure exactly. Q&A where? Here in the AMA. So not planned yet. I mean, yeah, we will build out the reward system over time. We take it slowly, step by step, and yeah, if anything changes, we will announce that. Like to ask, will we have initial financing? Not sure about that. So we're currently covered on the funding side. I think that was a good question. So doing an AM has proven to be the best way to attract investors. So what other marketing strategies are there to make this project known? What challenges are being fixed before launching to the mainnet? Yeah, I think in terms of our other marketing strategies, I think the incentivized testnet has proven very successful, and we also observed that many other projects are following the same route and running incentivized testnets, and I think it's just a great way to kind of like engage a community and reward them for helping to bootstrap the protocol. So we had testnet phase 1, there will be a testnet phase 2, and probably and also some other unique things, innovative things that are enabled by DIVA protocol and that we're planning for the community to distribute tokens. So yeah, I think we in terms of marketing, we want to kind of like, yeah, just be close to the community and yeah, reward people for learning and engaging with the app and the software that we're building. What challenges are being fixed before launching to the mainnet? Yeah, I mean, challenges like making sure all the functionality works in the app, making sure smart contracts are safe, no bugs, making sure that documentation is complete. I think that will be key if we want other developers to use DIVA protocol to build exciting platforms on top. So all of this, yeah, requires already a lot of resources and time. So that's what we are currently focusing on. What gives you confidence that your project will be preferred over other projects already available? Yeah, I think DIVA protocol is unique because it it's kind of like a permissional, or it provides the infrastructure to create derivative products peer-to-peer. So something none of the other protocols basically allows you to do that. Oftentimes you find like Polymarket, for instance, right? They create the markets for you. The users cannot, I mean, cannot create markets themselves and bet on whatever they want or protect themselves against whatever they want, right? And yeah, oftentimes you have a team, they build a smart contract, they build one app, and yeah, it's kind of like creating a silo. So our approach is a little bit different. We build a smart contracts, we build a reference implementation of an app, and we want others to build more apps on top of DIVA protocol. So that's probably one of the bigger changes or the bigger differences compared to other projects. Seems we still have some minor bugs on the app, creating a buy limit prompts on the sign. Yeah, that's what I mentioned before. So the trading functionality is not yet functional on Girly. We are working on that. So watch the recording. I talked about it before. Peer-to-peer, it's why we're all here. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, yeah, Zaza. Yeah, I mentioned that before. It's currently not working. We're working on that, and it is connected to the migration, forced migration from Robson to Curly. So we will announce when things are fixed. All right. Anyone else? Any question? Any feedback that you want to share? No? Great. Then I think we can wrap it up. And yeah, thank you all for joining. I see a lot of familiar faces that participate regularly in our quiz. So happy to see you all. And yeah, see you next time then. Bye bye, everyone.